Well, welcome you back to the channel. Today I'm going to continue on my little short series about gardening tips, and today I'm going to talk about squash. And down here in the south, when we talk about squash, we talk about yellow squash. And I know there's all kinds of different things. There's zucchini. Well, I've noticed when I do buy my seed, some people in the north call it green squash, green spring squash, but that's zucchini. There's butternut and all that other stuff. But today I'm mainly going to talk about yellow squash, and the variety I always grow, I always grow a straight neck. I don't much care for the crooked neck. I think the straight neck's a little sweeter. You get more consistent slices when you I love it fried, and you get a little more consistent slices, where we used to grow the old crooked neck, and got some that's real fat on the end, it gets real narrow and just don't cook up the same. So we always we started growing straight, and actually it sells 4-to-1 at the farmer's market, straight then crooked. So that's what we like, that's what we grow, and that's what we sell. So in my opinion, this tip number 1 is the easiest vegetable to grow. I don't know if it's just where I live or whatever, but in my region, but it's really easy to grow. I mainly just put the seeds out, and this tip number 2, I usually put 2 to 3 seeds per heel. That's what we call it. It's not actually a heel. I don't heel anymore. I used to, but I just put it in plastic. You don't have to heel it. I ain't found no difference in healing or no healing. And what we mean by healing, you used to make like a little mound and you put it in it. So in the varieties we grow, it don't make no difference. But you just put 2 to 3 seeds, direct sow it. Comes up. I've grown some in 42-day. I think most of what I do now is a 50-day, so a month and a half you're gonna have squash ready to pick. So that's the easiest, to me, it's the easiest vegetable to grow. Number 2, you always put 2 to 3 seeds. You can grow plants and transplant. Now they are a little more delicate when you do them that way. I've done hundreds and thousands of them that way, but you got to kind of be careful with the roots. Try not to mess the roots up, and it will kill them. Like some plants, even like tomatoes, you don't have to be that careful with them, but they're really sensitive on the transplant part. So I guess that's tip number 3. Fertilizing, I usually just use a balanced fertilizer, like a 20-20-20. If you go organic, like a 6-6-6. I don't give them a whole lot of nitrogen. I try to do a balanced fertilizer, and that's a tip. And I really don't have any problem with diseases. I grow a hybrid, and the one I use has a mildew protection or resistant to it, so I really don't have any kind of diseases. My biggest problem is pest, and that's usually later in the season, especially like on maybe my 3rd and 4th planting. I'll have those squash bugs get on there. It look like a stink bug. It might even be the same thing, I'm not 100% sure. But they'll get on there, and you kind of got to watch it. And you can use an organic spray. They're pretty easy to take care of. You just got to watch them, because they'll sneak up on you. So that's my last tip, is to watch your insects. Grow a good hybrid, you don't have to worry about anything else. Like zucchini, I do have a little problem with the mildew on it, so I'm going to a different zucchini this year, so we'll see how it goes. And but that might be my next tip video. So that's my tips. Hope you liked the video. Give us a thumbs up. It won't be too long, we'll be planting. It's probably February the 10th or so. Yeah, or it might be the 9th, February the 9th. So about another month we'll be planting potatoes and carrots and beets and radishes and all that. So probably my next tips video. So I hope you liked the video. Give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Support your local farmer. We'll see you down here in the farm in the next video.